heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. I'm not sure if we're back just yet. Just give me a minute to check out my settings over here. Oh yeah, the live seems to be working. So today we are going to play some Reckoning missions, Day of Reckoning missions. We'll play basically the two raids, maybe the bounties as well. If you guys need the bounties, we'll go play those. And I think some people already asked to be invited. So, guys, if you want to be in the group, quite simple. Send me a text, and I'll invite you to the group. And the bad news. Bad news. Today we're not going to have our friend Shadow Lady with us. Sadly, she's busy today, so she won't be here with us. Yeah, I know. I'll never forgive her, but what can we do? So just give me a minute so that I can finish my setup over here. So we'll start by playing a couple of Day of Reckoning missions, and then afterwards we'll go back to play some of the missions, the Tier 6 missions. I think last time we went all the way to the Source Wall. So we'll go play some missions after that. Some raids after that. We're going to fill the group quick tonight. Let's see how many people we have. Okay, so we're good to go. So sadly the group is full right now, and we're good. We have a couple of tanks, a healer. I'll be the controller. We'll load it for bear. So just give me a minute so that I can finish my setup over here. Then we'll be good to get started. Decisions. Which thumbnail to use? We'll figure it out. Let's go for this one. And sometimes YouTube is a bit slow to save my settings, so hopefully we won't have to wait too long. Almost there, stay on target. And obviously, we'll probably talk a bit about the 5 artifacts. Some of you guys probably know about that by now. They are planning to give us 2 additional artifact slots. Now, I worry a bit. As we all know, the devs are a bit like the monkey's paw. Even when they give us something we're asking for, they sometimes still end up not giving us what we want. So I wonder, like, are we just going to get 5 artifacts without any funny business? Are they going to give us some sort of restrictions? Whereas, yeah, we'll have 5 artifacts, but only 3 of them will give us actual stats. The other 2 will only be for the effects. Like way back when, some of the devs, I think I forget if it was Sharon or Red 5 who mentioned that at the time, way back when, they were thinking about giving us one additional artifact slot. But the way that we're planning to do that is that the 4th artifact would not give us any stats. We would just get the abilities from the artifact, not the stats. So I'm hoping that they're not going to do something like that. I wish that if we have to raise to rank up 5 artifacts, I want the stats from those 5 artifacts. But we'll see. So hello Rayshon, hello Nightcrawler, hello Low Spec Gaming, hello David Sharp. Hello, Superman. Aiden is saying there's a way that other players join you in raids, making the raid 12 and more people same raid. Sadly, raids are, as far as I can tell, raids are capped at 8 people. I don't think there's a way to be able to get into a raid with more people. You can get into a raid with less people, but not more people, I think. Oh, David Sharp says Red 5 standing by. I'm not sure I get it. Is that a Star Trek reference? Star Trek. Is that a Star Wars reference, or is Red 5 actually here? But while I catch up with the chat, we may as well start queuing anyway. So we'll start with the Day of Reckoning raids. Yeah, the most favorite raids in the world. If we were brave, we would try it with Elite, but I guess we're not brave today. Oh, Aiden says some raids are shared. We're gonna have to experiment with that, I guess. But yeah, the line Red 5 standing by is an obvious Star Wars reference. I can't believe I said Star Trek. Sheldon Cooper would be ashamed of me. So Aiden Warren says now with the private queue, they can meet you in the shared raids. It could work. We'll give it a try at some point. But we're going to go to the open world. We'll play the two raids from the Day of Reckoning DLC. Then we will go play the bounties in the open world. So if you guys want to go to the Day of Reckoning open world, we could meet there for the bounties. And then afterwards, we'll go back to playing. The last raid I think we played was the Source. I forget if it's a tier 5 or tier 6 raid. And then we'll play raids after that. Superman says, I can't wait for the 5 artifacts. I can't wait either. I have to admit, I'm very curious to see how they're going to do it. Hopefully, again, it's not going to be like the monkey spa where there'll be some huge drawback. Because of that, I will see. Aiden Warren, $50 per artifact slot. So that's 100 per character. Yeah, I sadly I worry they might take a route like that. Way back when we got the allies, that made the allies very, very expensive at first. You had to buy them $25 for each ally, for each character. And also at the time, you could only purchase legendary alliances from the marketplace. So you had to spend 60 something. Basically, you had to spend roughly $75 for each ally, for each character. So that was rough a bit. So that would have been expensive real quick. Luckily, people almost revolted.
And the East Obelisk is purified. Couldn't have done it better myself. North Obelisk purified. Cheers. Got the South Obelisk. Well done, mates.
Aiden says only because of what we ask for. Well, sometimes there are times you have to admit. Sometimes it almost feel as if they're trying to do the opposite of what we ask for. Now, sometimes you can understand. Sometimes you can tell that they're not giving us exactly what we want because they're sometimes concerned about maybe game balance or other issues. But there are times where you have to wonder why. And when there's no good reason, it's kind of hard not to think that maybe they're trying to give us the opposite of what we're asking for.
We just lost the East Obelisk. Need to purify it again.
Sometimes also it kind of feels like they're punishing us. Like at some point when people complain about the prices for the seasonal vendors, they removed half of the rewards, and I think they even increased the prices or something like that. So that was a bit disappointing.
And the East Obelisk is purified.
Sony's Fury says, "Hey, I didn't want us to cure for the Hands of Fate raids. We'll see where we're at. Basically, we go through. We started with tier 1 way back when, and we pretty much went through all the raids. So I'm not sure where we're at right now, but we'll cure for something, obviously." David Sharp, Star Wars reference, you stay on target. Oh yeah, I often use that one.
Not bad at all.
The world succumbs to chaos. Oof.
It's also a reference from Fallout. I think there's a character or two in Fallout that uses some of those references. Or they use actually, I think they use aliens references from the pilot in Alien. But it's been a while. I could be misremembering. Then Warren says, "Oh, this chat jumped on me a bit."
North
Eden Warren says it's shared and other players can queue up also. It's separate groups. Well, we'll have to test it out at some point.
obelisk. Go get it.
Although sometimes we crash when we have only 8 people, so I worry thinking how badly the game would crash if we try to go in with 12 people or more. We'll see. Oh, David Shard says Star Wars Day is Sunday.
Got the south obelisk. Well done, mate.
Is it?
Oh, they have the south obelisk.
Oh yeah, May the 4th. Completely forgot about that.
Got the south obelisk. Well done, mate.
I'm not sure. I didn't pay attention. I don't know if there's any special celebration for May the 4th this year.
Do not interfere, mortal.
You locked down the west obelisk. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh, we saw our friend uses the Candle of Neron. I used it with a couple of characters, I have to admit. Yeah. Took me some time to get used to it, but I kind of like it now. The same with the
Magians have corrupted the west obelisk. Go get it.
the Shadow Curse ability. Took me a while to get used to it. Although I kind of prefer the Spore. The Spore Cloud one is much easier to use. And also the range. With the Shadow Curse ability, you have a very short range. With the Spore Cloud, the range is pretty long, pretty far.
Interloper.
Ah, they've corrupted the north obelisk. Take it back. Got the south obelisk. Well done, mate.
So, Low Spec Gaming, are we getting any new styles along with the new artifacts? I have no idea. We can expect to. Normally, we should get at least one new style per DLC. We used to get 2 new styles per DLC, but it would seem that since the Harlequin DLC, one new style seems to be the new normal. Unless for the next DLC they decide to give us 2 new styles. Although technically, with this current DLC, we got sorry about that. We got the Day of Reckoning style, and we got also the Blue Lantern style. Although the Blue Lantern was only 3 pieces of style. Although 100 pieces, 100 currency for each piece of style. Better that we only have the 3.
North ob, we just lost. Think you locked down the west obelisk. Not bad. Not bad at all. Magians have you locked
But
down.
obviously we should get at least one new style with the new DLC. If all goes well, we should get it end of May. Normally we get 1 new artifacts per DLC. Remember when we would get three new artifacts per DLC? Those were the days. Sadly, at some point, we did not know how good life was at the time.
Death is a double-edged sickle. I've learned to wield. I'm always ready.
Did you hear that? Batman is always ready.
Prove you are worth coming
And
back
the east obelisk is purified. Couldn't have done it better myself.
So yeah, hopefully in the next DLC we'll get at least 1 new styles. It would be nice if they got back to 2 new styles. But with when they add new rewards, sometimes they will add new styles. So we'll sadly at this point we don't know anything. All we know is that we're going to go back to Mogo based on the latest blog that they published.
I'm at the East Obelisk.
So we can assume it's
Let's
going
do
to be
this.
a Green Lantern DLC, or I should say a Lantern DLC, because obviously it will probably focus on the two sisters. It would seem that the Light and Rain storyline is just that. It's going to be a whole storyline with the two Lantern sisters. Again, it comes back to being the monkey's paw.
I'm at the shield. Time to go to work.
Like, people have been asking for a DLC, a Lantern DLC forever, and it would seem that yeah, we might get that DLC, but it will be about the two sisters. When people were asking that, pretty sure they were asking for DLC about Hal Jordan, about Sinestro, about Kilowog,
Let's do this.
but sadly that's not what we're getting. I don't think that's what we're going to get. I hope to be wrong, but it looks like the devs are really in love with their new characters, and that's what the first storyline is going to be based around. Now, ultimately, the devs, pretty sure I mentioned that before, but I should probably make a video
Did your part? Now I'll do
talking
mine.
about the
This
sandbox that DC Universe Online is. At the end of the day, the devs give us a sandbox, and we do what we want or what we can within that sandbox. Already, we saw that with the iconic characters. Way back when, they did not want us to be able to use iconic characters, but a lot of people were able to get iconic characters despite everything. Even though the devs did not allow us to be able to create Superman, there are people who would still create Superman. Obviously, they would use the. I didn't realize we had to be the two of us here. Obviously, they would use the S emblem because we did not have a Superman emblem at the time. But sadly, or luckily, at some point, we did get the Superman emblem, even if it's only for a short while.
You're almost there, mate.
And the same with Batman. With Batman, we got Batman Beyond, then we got the Flashpoint Batman. We got the official Batman call also way back when. Then eventually we got the Batman emblems. Sadly, that one did not come back. A lot of people were hoping for the Batman emblem to come back last year, and it didn't happen.
Conflict is chaos.
I don't know why I keep messing up my combo. Where's the ghost?
I'm at the East Obelisk. Let's
There she
do
is.
this.
Oh,
Insolent mongrels! No one defies the power of Felix Faust and lives to tell the tale!
Everyone, meet up at the center. We're gonna end Faust for good.
Kaisax asks for phase. There's no phase. We're inside the mission. So yeah, so for the new styles, there's no words on that just yet. I assume we'll get at least one new style,
And failed?
but you never know. Well, for the new artifact, no word about that either. Again, I assume we'll get a new artifact with the new DLC. Although last time we did get an artifact, but for the last 2 or 3 DLCs, we did get the artifact like halfway through the DLC somehow. So even once we get the DLC, we'll probably have to wait like a month and a half before we do get the artifact. Pretty much what happened with the Candle of Neron.
To me, my thralls! touch the totem. Keep back! Minions, execute the intruders. You don't want to catch what those little guys are carrying. You're in his sights, love. Watch out.
Oh, I guess we're done here. So yeah, so for the new styles, sadly, no word about that at this point.
Daisy, Felix. You and me still have business to settle, mate. Any last requests?
I hope they don't get like.
In hell.
Basically, they went down to giving us one new style for the DLC. I hope they don't decide to go back to no new style for the DLC. Uh, but sadly, at this point, we don't know. Austin, I'm thinking about joining back your league, multi. Oh, why? It doesn't work with your league? I thought also they had a pretty cool name, Dark Multiverse or something. So I thought it was kind of fitting for a Batman type character. So sorry it didn't work out with your new league. Oh, Brendan asked where's Shadow today. Sadly, Shadow was busy today, so no Shadow with us today. Yes, I'm very sad too. My heart is broken. I feel betrayed. But nah, Shadow couldn't be here, and she won't be here also next week. So sadly, there's something called life. Sometimes people have one, and sometimes that means that life will keep you busy from being able to play DCUO or being able to be here for Live at 5. It's sad. Makes me very, very sad. But it happens. Oh, Shadow Gamer, what's up, man? Love your videos. Thank you. Oh, Aiden says Shadow's in the Dark Multiverse. I think it's election day today in Australia, or is it? Yeah, it's probably today. So there's one time where it was for an election, another time it's for some sort of a celebration. I forget. So sadly, this week and next week, no Shadow with us there. Oh, there we go. That girl from AU have to go vote today. So today it's an election. We had that earlier this week. A lot of people were not very happy about the results, which was to be expected. There's always at least half the people who are not happy. Actually, these days it's more than half because we have minority governments. So whoever wins was voted by less than half of the population, actually. Like roughly one third of the population elected the winning party, which means that we end up with a minority government. Normally, a minority government lasts for 18 months at the most, but we've had a minority government before, and sadly they were able to get the backing, to get the support of another party. So they were able to remain in power longer than 18 months because the other party would give them their support. Actually, there's two other parties that would give them their support. So basically, the opposition, they don't want to make the government fall, so they kept on voting according to what the government wanted. Although they got screwed in the end, so that'll teach them, I suppose. So we're waiting for Batman. What do you think of my new Black Lantern style? Yeah, pretty cool. You can't go wrong with Black Lanterns. So I don't know why we're waiting for Batman. Did he? Is the menu lagging? Which sadly sometimes happens. Oh, Brandon says, Austin, come to the spot. So you see, you get an invitation right there. Hello, Antonio. Antonio says, hello, multiverse. Oh, Lospec Gaming is looking for trouble. Barbatos is here. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, Batman is away. If you guys join the group, please join the group. Don't join the group and then go make yourself a sandwich or something, because you keep everyone waiting. So is there someone else who wants to join? Send me a text. Oh, let's go for the Flex Forces here. Madam Goldfish is here. DC Batman is here. Oh, Brandon. Let's invite Brandon. So guys, if you join the group, please join the group so that you can play. Don't join the group and then go make yourself a sandwich while everyone's waits for you. That's not a way to do that. Bruce Wayne says, "Do you know where I can find a tradable gear for my second character?" Uh, there's a few options. You could look in the broker. You can purchase some gear in the broker. You can also purchase gear from our friend Booster Gold. There's also Doctor Fate that also sells some gear. So the off the top of my head, these would be the three obvious choices. And obviously, you could play missions with your characters. And then sometimes there's some gear that is account bound that you can trade to your alternate characters. So sometimes you could try to trade some of the gear you get to your alternate characters. Gear from Time Capsule you can trade to other characters. There's the gear also you get from the daily rewards that you can trade to your alternate characters. So there's a few ways like that. Aiden Warren, back then when we did 16 man in the shared raid, no lag, but yeah, since there's so much more in the game, it might be lag.
Black Adam, you have returned. Before you were a guest, but perhaps on this visit I can extend to you.
Let me scroll through the chat a bit. Evil chat. I don't know why it keeps on doing that. You try to scroll just a little bit and then it jumps to the bottom of the chat. So we answered the tradable gear. When history says they also upgraded Sandwalker's model. Yes, they did. I guess one set of gear that would be nice to have would be the Sandwalker gear. Although they gave us the Blue Lantern gear with the new rewards, like they gave us the Esmeralda gear. Yeah, I know it's Esperanza, but I'm just having a bit of fun. So they gave us the Esmeralda Blue Lantern style with the new rewards. So I don't think they would give us two Blue Lantern gears in a row, but you never know. And Multiverse, I think you're the best to ever do it. Thank you.
Negotiate my deals, you selfish mortals. Feel the full strength of my hatred.
Conduct belongs to us.
Rage burns eternal.
You will find us deadlier than what forces you can.
Yeah. The sisters are the one from the Day of Reckoning DLC. It's obvious that the storyline is called Light and Rain. Light is the Blue Lantern sister, and Rain is the Indigo Lantern sister. So it's obvious that they built the next storyline, so the next 4 DLCs around those two characters. And
That just makes me
Oh, someone uses Constantine. Nah.
Hatred spreads to everyone.
Drink in your misfortune.
If you can hear me, say yes. Okay, thank you, Pups. I don't know why the audio keeps on crashing. Sadly, we've had audio issues for some time now. So yeah, Sandwalker did get an upgrade to its model. For the aura, yeah, if they, I'm pretty sure they just reused the Green Lantern aura and recolored it, which is fine. And yes, the DLC is referring to the sisters, the sisters from their reckoning. The whole storyline, Light and Rain, is about the two sisters.
Get ready for a bloody war.
That just makes me stronger.
The Light refers to the Blue Lantern sister. Rain refers to the Reckoning, who's now the Indigo Lantern sister. So yeah, that's obviously what they're referring to. So sadly, I hope you like those sisters because we're going to get 3 more DLCs with them.
Unleash your rage.
Bruce Wayne, why won't we get the Hal Jordan DLC? It's been too long waiting for that DLC. Well, that's the thing. We're talking about the Monkey's Paw. People have been asking for a Green Lantern DLC or for a Lantern DLC for quite some time. But when people were asking for that, they were asking for a Lantern DLC with Hal Jordan, with Sinestro, with Saint Walker, so they obviously no one was asking for a Lantern DLC with the twin sisters, the Esmeralda, the Blue Lantern, and the Reckoning. No one was asking for a DLC about them. But that seems to be what we're going to get. So, yeah, we're going to get the Lantern DLC, it would seem. If we trust the latest blog. Unless the blog was misleading, that's another thing. But we saw some screenshots of what looks like Mogo, like some buildings on the surface of Mogo. So it does suggest that we will get a Lantern DLC, but about the two sisters. It's not going to be about Hal Jordan. Or Guy Gardner, or Kyle Rayner, or Sinestro.
My demons will have fun playing with you.
But yeah, people have been waiting for a Hal Jordan DLC for pretty much since we got the last War of Light DLC, I guess. But for quite some more time, they've been using John Stewart instead of Hal Jordan. We saw that in the Brainiac Returns. We saw that in pretty much the last few DLCs we had. And they seem to be trying to use the lineup from Justice League International, Justice League Unlimited, from the animated series. Bruce Wayne, Oni's Fury, I'm waiting for when they give us a green chromo material. A greed chromo material. Yeah, we got the greed material some time ago. So yeah, next Christmas it would be nice to get the greed chromo material. We're gonna have to wait and see for that one. There's the forge metal chromo material that kind of looks like that, but it's pretty tough to get. You can get it as a random drop, and sadly it's the odds of getting it are pretty slim. It would seem. Like, I got 2 of the chromo materials. I'm still waiting for the third one, for the forged chromo material. Bruce Wayne edits Multiverse. If we were a director of the DC movies, who would you think should be the new cast for Superman? It's kind of hard to tell at this point because sadly a lot of the the current actors we have right now, let's just say that we don't have quite the pool of talent we used to have way back when. So I couldn't even begin to make. Is there someone who would make a good Superman?
To take Kahndaq back. Reunite ISIS.
Off the top of my head, I cannot give a good answer to that. DD, I wish we had a good Batman. Well, I kind of liked Ben Affleck. I thought it was good in the role. Obviously, it was part of the Snyderverse, so it was obvious that they were not going to use him for the new movies. But also, sometimes it kind of feels like the whole thing about not recasting Henry Cavill, not recasting Gal Gadot, and not recasting Ben Affleck, it seems to be a cost-cutting measure. Basically, they went for actors that are not superstars, and that will cost a lot less than Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck.
Unwelcome guests can find my realm quite uncomfortable.
When he says I can join the group because they're all full.
Playing with fire. Lava. So impressive.
A non-hero, are you guys running a Justice League group? Nope. But yeah, I still have my costume from Superman Day. Basically, I was using a Superman costume for Superman Day, and I did go back to my more classic costume. But there's a few people like obviously we got we got the Superman emblem not too long ago, so usually there's some extra Superman that appears when that happens. Like once people can manage to get the Superman emblem, then yeah, they'll start wearing their Superman costume. It's pretty much one of the more requested item in the game. So whenever they give us the Superman emblem, a lot of people are doing the happy dance, and then you see a surge of Superman characters in the game. Although here we have a Superman and we have Superman JL, so that would be a why also. These guys are always Superman.
So impressive. I just love playing with fire or lava.
Pop says, "Oh no, group is full." No Shadow Lady today. Sadly, she has to go vote.
Quite uncomfortable.
And she's not going to be here next week also. So sadly, we'll be sad, but we'll survive, I think. Superman says, "I'll back out after this raid to give others a chance." Well, you don't have to, but can force you to play either. Oh, evil chat.
They belong to the living, and we will take them.
Playing as villains are more easier than heroes because it gives you more rewards and increases the CR rating even for the source marks. Nah, it should be the same on both sides, Bruce Wayne. If you did notice a difference, maybe it was a glitch or maybe you just got lucky, but it's pretty much the same. Whether you play hero or villains, it should be the same.
Well, yeah, I totally
And
bet they're putting together a feast in my honor right
also, technically it's easier on the hero side because there's more people, so it's easier to get into a group. Although with the matchmaking, the Suicide Squad, the matchmaking, it should make it a bit easier than it used to be. Oh, it's true, even though there's already a Blue Lantern aura in the game, but it was the missed Blue Lantern aura. Yeah, but that's the sort of fake Blue Lantern aura they give so that the players could use them. But for the NPCs, we have. We should have. Where's? Oh, there he is. Like here, you can see our friend here.
My fate is tied to the blue light.
So basically, he has a blue aura that's pretty similar to the one that the lanterns have, the Green Lanterns have. Oh, here she's actually using the one of the pink auras. I forget the name. We have another. Oh, you see here, she's using a different aura than our friend, the blue elephant. Ah, Fix Force is a cool look. I used it for about half a second. So let's go back to on duty. Oh, actually, now let's go back to on duty. We'll go to the open worlds a bit later, I guess. So last time we played the source wall. So we'll go for the Rock of Eternity. Oh, and we just. Yeah, we'll go for the Rock of Eternity. I thought maybe we just played it, but it's a different Sins of Black Adam DLC or Sins of Black Adam raid. No. I got scared for half a second. So let's go for the Rock of Eternity. There it is. Between the regular and the elite version, kind of hard to tell sometimes. An elite plus, they have to simplify the system a bit. Come on, evil menu. So while we wait, let me go through the chat a bit. Oh, I guess we're. There we go. Static Shock says hi. Oh, Scroll says, hi guys, I'm late. Just got home. That's alright, we're still here. The Walkman, what do you think about them adding 2 extra slots to the artifacts? I'm very happy about that. There are some characters, like if you tried to make a character that summons that uses summons, it was getting to be a bit challenging to decide which artifacts to use, because you wanted to use the Quizlet, you wanted to use the Grimoire Verum, but then also you wanted to use the Mercy artifact, you wanted to use there's another one that gives a boost to pets. I forget the name. So there was we reached a point where there was a lot more than just 3 artifacts if you wanted to be a guy who uses pet. So it was trying to make it a bit let's say challenging to decide which artifact to use. So giving us access to 5 artifacts, that's going to be a big help in that situation.
Oh man, I leave this place unguarded for like a minute.
Static Shock, I got a question. How do you get capsules in the game? They drop roughly every 20 minutes of gameplay. So you get them at random while playing the game.
Neron.
Wait! I recognize the magic that tried to control me so long ago. Felix Faust.
That creep is always trying to steal.
Sadly, if you're trying to get some of the older time capsules, you can't really get them anymore. There are some rewards that you can get from booster gold from the previous time capsules. And sometimes there's a Resurgence Mega Capsule that has a whole bunch of different time capsules in it. I'm a bit surprised. We should be due for a new time capsule. It's been a while since we've had the Magician time capsule for a while now, so I would expect us to get a new time capsule soon. But no words on that just yet.
Here. Now, steal their powers and transfer them to me.
I know tricking people is like your whole deal, but Neron's way better at it than you, and I was stealing his.
Scrolls Hi Superman Thunderbolts movie released yesterday.
Laziness instead, you frickin' nerd.
What? No.
Yeah, I'm tempting to check it out. Maybe next week.
And painful.
Non-hero need more Lantern Construct styles or pets? Absolutely. Well, ideally, if they could give us all the lanterns as backups. We have the red lantern, the green lantern, the pink lanterns, but we're still missing a whole bunch of lanterns. Although seeing how they started to give us the elite pets, I'm hoping that they will give us more pets like that. So I'm hoping that eventually they'll give us the various lanterns, all the lantern core. We're gonna have to wait and see for that. Evil chat. J. Clark, who's the best DC villain and why? It has to be Darkseid. He was created by the legendary Jack Kirby, and he's the master schemer. He's also a powerhouse. So yeah, it has to be Darkseid. Sadly, they don't really know how to use him, especially in the comics these days. But they did a great job with him in the Justice League animated series. He was voiced by Michael Ironside, so you can't really go wrong there. And dang, it was a good version of Darkseid.
You will not leave eternity alive.
Don't blink, you might miss it.
The Reaper already tried and failed. So tired. Oh, I need a nap.
Bruce Wayne Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars is releasing on 26 and 27, but don't know what day. Still can't believe Iron Man is Doctor Doom. Yeah, it reeks a bit of desperation. You would think there's a lesson to be learned here. They tried. Basically, they made the same mistake that Coke did way back when with New Coke. Way back when there was a cola that was called Coke, you guys may know about it. And then at some point, the people in charge of the company decided to get rid of their old Coke and create a new Coke. And they thought their audience would go for that. And it was a disaster.
Why stop us? Don't you want to fix conduct? Rescue
most of the people would say that if I'm going to drink a different cola, I will go drink a different cola. So the new Coke didn't last very long. They brought back Coke as Coke Classic. So we had Coke Classic and New Coke for a while, and then eventually New Coke disappeared, and we never heard about it. And sadly, Marvel did the exact same mistake. They decided to replace all their old characters, Iron Man, Captain America, with Black Widow, with a different version of those characters. and it didn't work. So they had to backtrack and they had to find a way to try to bring back Robert Downey Jr. Although again, we can see the monkey spot work again. Like people were asking for Robert Downey Jr. to be back as Iron Man. They were not asking for him to be back as Doctor Doom. But they decided to let's bring Robert Downey Jr. back as people are asking. But instead of bringing him back as Iron Man, like people were asking, let's bring him back as Doctor Doom. And now, here we are. And from what I understand, they're also going to bring back Chris Evans to play 3 different versions of Captain America. So he's going to play a somewhat classic version of the character. He's going to play the Captain Hydra version of the character. And he's going to play also a 3rd version, which I have no idea what that is. But basically, they tried to get rid of the classic Avengers, replace them with some new Avengers, and it just didn't work. And now they're trying to backtrack somehow.
Feeling a bit electric?
Yeah, I begin to wonder what they were thinking, but
no one likes being caged.
DD says I've been wanting an aura for my Gargorner character. At this point, you have pretty much an embarrassment of riches for auras.
We may have bested you this time.
DD, because Lex is willing to do anything to get the job done, I suppose. Depends which version of Lex, I suppose.
Good luck getting Kahndaq and the rest of ISIS back from Neron.
As soon as we muster our strength, the final journey to the underworld will begin.
So let's get out of here. We're not in a phase of Static Shock. When we're in a mission, we're not in a phase. And even here, we're not going to stay here for very long, so it's a little bit pointless to even ask. So we just played. We'll probably skip the raid we just played in the Dev Reckoning DLC. Like we just played. We just played the Rock of Eternity, and we just played Neron's Underworld in the new DLC, so we're not going to do that. So let's go for the Terrorium. Down in the menu is there we go. Oh, they would lose. Oh, we lost the Forbidden One. So we have room for one more, guys. If you want to join, the time is now. Oh, Pips. So while we wait a bit, you don't, guys, you don't need to leave the group. Yeah, there's people who want to play, but not that many, I suppose. The Unforgiving, no more queue and leave because of private matchmaking, but then for Speedster, they will take advantage to do raids solo with hacks. I mean, I guess you mean speed hackers. Yeah, I suppose. Crusader of Light, yo multi, hope you're well. What is the best way to get the Royal Sorceress Chromo Pack? The Royal Sorceress. If it comes from the time capsule, you have to get it from the broker at this point. So there's no real good way. You have to play the broker. And once you gather your cash, then you purchase the style, the material.
Looks like we're here. Apocalypse. DeSaad's terrorium.
I don't have access to the broker, so we can't look at how expensive it is right now. But basically, buying it from the broker is pretty much your best option. Unless you're willing to wait. Eventually, someday, the material will be added to the booster gold vendor.
That's basically what.
But that will take a few years.
And he will be defenseless. You can do this.
On his fury, there was another Blue Lantern aura that I saw. It was on Blue Lantern Black Lightning, but he was corrupted by the Blue Mist.
I'm charged up.
Oh, sorry, the chat jumped on me, and I can't really do anything about it right now, so if I skipped a few questions, I'll come back a bit later, but right now I can't really come back. Quick way to get the glowing chroma? There's no real quick way. You have to buy it from the broker.
Start by drawing out your inner fears.
Those things look a lot like us.
On his fury, the Green Lanterns, Red Lanterns, Yellow Lanterns, Stars of Fires. We still need a Blue Lantern, Orange Lantern, Indigo, maybe Black Lanterns, and White Lanterns. Don't forget the White Lanterns. So at this point, there's plenty of lanterns character that they could still add.
Doomed is your life.
From what I understand, for a while they did not add new henchmen because I think it was Sharon. I think it was behind those henchmen. From what I understand, he's the one who he did enjoy making those new henchmen, so he was the one doing that. So obviously, when he left, they may have ended up in a situation where they did not have anyone to replace him to create a new henchman.
Feel the inertia. What in the...
Is it true that there's a gold lantern? Yeah, they added a whole bunch of. They added the Ultra Lanterns at some point. They added. They've been trying to reinvent the lanterns for quite a while at this point. I think they were a bit. I think they were a bit pissed that the Green Lantern movie did so poorly. So they've been trying to pretty much change the lanterns, reinvent all the lanterns at this point. Like there's the Omega Lanterns also with under the control of actually they're trying so much to change the lanterns that they came up with like 3 different versions of the Omega Lanterns. There was one version that was controlled by DarkSide, another version that's controlled by I don't even know what, but
none of us do.
I think Bendis, maybe the one before that. I forget the details. I was only following what was going on the side. And obviously they did use the Ultra Lantern Corps in the in one of our DLCs, one of the Washington DC DLC. Where to find the Green Lantern of Link device? It comes from the Christmas seasonal. So you have to get it as a random drop, or you could take a look at the broker. If you look at the broker, you might be lucky and see it there. But if you don't see it on the broker, you're going to have to wait for the next Christmas seasonal. It's sad, but that's when you can get it. Let's see if I can go back get some of the posts I missed.
You will fail.
Stop playing, DeSaad. Nothing more nightmarish than those snake bangs you're rocking.
Yeah, that forehead looking real sweaty, DeSaad.
Bruce Wayne is the gear that's tradable in Booster Gold vendor. Can the CR rating go up? Well, the CR, the gear scales to the level of your character. So yes, the CR will go up, but just a little bit. So if you're trying to boost the CR of your character by like if you're trying to give a boost to the CR of your character, you're gonna have to get a lot of that gear in order to be able to do that.
Scream to your very core. You will test the apocalypse. DeSaad was yours.
Jay Clark, can you give me 5 artifacts that I should use for Omega Might user? Right now, the popular choices, the Candle of Neron seems to be a popular choice. Obviously, the Omega Totality. But other than that, I'm not sure what to suggest. It depends on many things. It depends on your power. It depends on the cards. People are still using the cards, so the cards are still a popular option despite the new artifacts that have been released. As a troll, what are the other 2 you will run? I'm not sure. Depends if it depends if I want to play as a buff troll or a power troll. Right now I play it kind of as all the trolls. Like I do give power. I do debuff, and I even buff a little bit. So I'm not sure. I will have to give it some thoughts. Once we actually do have the once we actually do have access to the artifacts, I'll be able to experiment a bit. I have a few artifacts that I've upgraded with this character, so I'm gonna have to play around a bit with the various artifacts to see if I can find a good combination that maybe I didn't think of. Like sometimes you try something out and realize that it doesn't work as you hoped. Sometimes there's a happy accident that happens. You try something that you didn't think of by accident, and it ends up being a good idea.
How did you overcome my terrorium's best?
Your stuff was freaky, but not freaky enough. Wait, that did not sound right.
It's you and us now, DeSaad.
Fine. I will show you what it is to be the master of pain.
BYOP, hello Mr. Multiverse, everyone just popping in to say hello. Enjoyed the live at 5. Thank you. Bruce Wayne in comics, Iron Man and Dr. Doom are college roommate, and they did a science experiment which causes them to switch mind as Tony in Dr. Doom body and Dr. Doom minds in Tony's body. Comic is infamous Iron Man.
Reality here is mine to control. Pain for thee, none for me.
Yeah, I know they did that in the comics, but sometimes, even if they did it in the comic, maybe they shouldn't do it. Like the best example I can think of is the bone claws. They did the bone claws because they did the bone claws. They did the bone claws in the movies because they did the bone claws in the comics. But even in the comics, we could tell that it wasn't a good idea. So when they decided to use the bone claws in the movies, let's say some people were a bit, well, a bit surprised.
The very nature of reality here is mind control. You will succumb eventually. For thee, none for me. Beware my power.
Dark side wants your strength.
Evil DeSaad.
You see? All serve me. Terror and love. Get off of me! The very nature of reality here is mind to control.
I can endure far more.
Strong.
Another test.
Almost there.
Infuriating insects.
There we go.
Dark side. We'll have your head for this.
Then I'll make sure to have a fresh cut when the time comes.
Good riddance, creep. And hello, bang babies.
Thanks for your help. I don't think I could have done it without you.
Oh, we know you couldn't have. Ain't that
Bruce, when it hits Multiverse, how do you check the news and announcement for DCUO?
Whatever,
Uh,
nerd.
Way back when I used to use the forums, it used to be the best place to get information. But sadly, for quite some times, either they don't use the forums very much anymore, or there are times where the forums don't work very well. At some point, there was some uber mega lag on the forums.
Yeah, metal tested and approved.
So the forums used to be my main source of information when it comes to DCUO Online. That or, strangely enough, other YouTubers. Sometimes I would take a look at YouTube and get information that someone else posted. These days, I kind of look a bit on the Discord or on X. X seems to be the way where they post the information first. So I did create an X account, and these days that's pretty much where I get most of the information. So either on X or on the Discord. So I'll start by looking on X. If I don't see what I'm looking for, if I don't see any new information on X, then I'll look on the Discord to see if maybe they posted something in the Discord. So let's go for Justice League Dark Cursed, the Team Iskira. So we could start it as a private match. Oh, they will lose someone else. So we have room for one more, or actually two more, it would seem. So let's invite Jessica Cruz. So yeah, so most of the news I get from X, then from the Discord, and then once in a while the devs do give us information to share with you guys. So whenever there's, let's say, a new time capsule, they'll give us some information ahead of time. Sometimes they give us the rewards. Sometimes, although one time they did give us the rewards, and then the test server was unavailable, so we couldn't show you the rewards anyway. It's on the DC Universe Online Discord. It's not on my Discord. I don't know if there's a link for that. Give me a minute. I'll check. I'm very, let's say, boomer when it comes to Discords. So here's the DCUO Discord. I don't see a link. Sorry, I don't know how to link you to the DCUO Discord. I would guess if you go to whatever Discord you have, if you search for DCUO, you might be able to find it. So the Discord will be one more way to be able to get information. Oh, Jaga the Thunderian. Oh, with Jessica Cruz, I guess we're not going to be able to play. Let's go to custom play. Yeah, we don't have access to the mission anymore. There's someone who wanted to play the Hands of Fate. So I guess we could go there. Sorry, I'm still a bit lost. Ever since they changed all the tiers. Oh, Jessica left the group. I'm so sad about that. So let's try that again then. I guess we could try the private matchmaking. What say you? If we don't have one more person. Superman says, make sure you get a tank multi because I had to go. I have to take care of something. Sadly, we take what we take. We don't have much control over that. We take whoever is willing to go. So we still have one more room in the group. So even though we'll be in the mission, if Static Shock, send me a tell and I'll invite you to the group. Static Shock.
It's just ahead. Hecate and her ritual to destroy all of magic. Remember, destroying all magic affects you as well, Circe.
Of course, that's why I've aligned with Earth's mightiest legends, even against my own patron.
So, Static Shock, if you want to join, send me a tell in game, and I'll invite you to the group. And then you should be able to join the instance. Oh! Pips wants to wait 1 second. I guess people aren't waiting.
Fool.
Stop that! You anger me! I make you stop!
I don't set a tell. Well, you see my name, the multiverse. So if you go into your chat, you would have to type in multiverse, and then send me a tell.
Not many of my mates blasted this, but I'm sure you're top.
You could go into friends, try to invite me as a friend, and from there I'll be able to invite you maybe. Or from there you'll be able to send me a tell.
Hecate, no! Magic belongs to the world!
Oh, foolish Amazon. In a world without magic, Hecate's champion will reign supreme.
My champion, you will return your magic as well.
No! It's not fair! That power was mine!
You must defeat us both. Tremble at an Amazon
servants are always.
The nightmares fear me.
Your blade cut every fool whose feet touch the ground.
Power my blade.
Ah, forgot to jump.
Magic will not release. My might will overwhelm your defenses.
If my androids could feel, that would Hecate wills it. Hera, protect me. Be
Your
a
own
dear and
strength
spread
by
my
crazy.
Bestiamorphs, come for me.
Every blow stokes the flames. My might will overwhelm your defenses.
Cut every fool whose feet touch the ground.
Please, friend. Oppose me and fall. The intensity. Oh!
Hera, protect me.
Tremble at an Amazon's fury. Magic will not release.
Ah, the indignity, the betrayal. She would dare.
I will trust that we are now fully aligned against this threat.
Vengeance will be ours together.
Sure,
I
do
know
that.
Just how to interrupt Hecate's ritual. Follow me.
But you don't have to. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that, Goldfish. I don't invite people to the chat for a whole bunch of reasons. Usually there's Shadow Lady on the chat, and already when there's two people, it's very easy to speak over each other. Sometimes we would even have Johnny Blaze, so that made it even worse.
No.
Olympus cannot be.
And Static Shock, it's not really an invite. You can add me to your friend list, and then from there you could add me. You can send me a tell. Like once I'm into your friends, then you could go to my name, tell, and then you can send me a tell from there.
You're powerful for a mortal. Oh no, you do not.
So this weekend we'll have the Thunderbolt movie. So I'm curious how many of you guys are planning to see it either this weekend or even just to see it at all. Or are you gonna wait for it to be on Disney Plus in like 6 months? Oh, Pop says Max and Mega Beam are so good. I'm glad you liked it. I did not get your tell, Static. Are you sure you have to invite the multiverse as a friend? Nope.
My children, magic is too powerful for mortals.
You really have to send it to the multiverse. If you just send it to multiverse, there's someone else who has that name.
Magic is a powerful tool, but its power belongs to the people.
We will rein you in, goddess.
My beautiful, willful children, you will try. Mortals of Earth, burn through your powers. Give them to me.
So David Shard says he's going tomorrow morning. I don't think I'll be able to see it this weekend. Maybe next Monday or Tuesday. We'll see. Oh yeah, now I remember this one. Well, I saw someone who was very happy that the movie was rated like 86% on Rotten Tomato. So they kept on using that as a metric of saying, see, we have proved the movie is good. 86%, 86%, and then she kept on saying that, like she did say that like 23 times in the video. So she was trying really, really hard to tell us it was good because it got 86% in Rotten Tomatoes.
First the pull, then the surge. Let the waters pull you under.
Leave me be.
Sink deeper into the unconscious.
That was a mistake.
More dimensions than your mind can.
Pathetic. Ugh.
And some were saying it's pretty much ultimately it's pretty much a sequel to Black Widow and to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah. It's the multiverse. Like you can see in the corner of the screen. The multiverse, capital T and capital M.
No avail. I return to the lonely quiet from whence magic springs.
Absolutely, like the Doctor, but better.
Circe and I have engaged Hecate in battle, but we need your help. Please hurry.
How could mortals overthrow my influence?
Their strength comes from within.
And it would seem the goddess of magic is slipping. Just the right time for a shove.
Brush off the grave dirt and hit them.
Essence of reclaimed champions rise to protect your goddess.
For the glory of the gods! This one is gonna hurt.
You hit like a child.
Back, mortal.
Show no mercy to Hecate's so-called champion. Immortals don't bleed.
I warned you.
The goddess of witches is distant.
Forget that, Static Shock. Go to the House of Legends. We'll be there soon, and I'll invite you from there.
Insolent mortal! No.
Clear off, Duffer. We are beyond death.
You're powerful for a mortal. Oh no, you do not.
Now, make that vulnerable champion suffer.
I call forth the powers of those who bore my curse.
For Olympus! I warned you. Back, mortal.
You will pay in blood.
You're powerful for a mortal.
Pops, have you tried Chipotle? Nope.
You will.
I'll wrap this up right quick.
Back up. Like a wildfire.
Enough. My children, despite a growing danger, I consent to leave magic as is.
Wait. Embrace your love. Guide us through this danger.
Or destroy the danger outright.
I cannot. It is a power beyond my reach, a power of dreams, a power that will change.
Austin is asking MLT, when are we getting new chromas? I have no idea.
Wish my children luck.
Possibly the next time we get some booster bundles.
The gods exaggerate. Today, I was a power beyond her reach, and I will be again tomorrow.
Although at this point we pretty much have an embarrassment of riches when it comes to chromas. But I guess they could add a few more cosmic chromas. We're in phase 2 of the House of Legends. So if you come here, it'll be much easier to just invite you if you're nearby. Oh, am I still in the mission? Oh yeah, let's leave. If you keep on declining, it's not gonna work. Hello, bad plays DCUO. Oh, Onisru says, see you later. Hello, bad plays DCUO. Austin says, when are we getting new styles? I have no idea. Probably with the new DLC. You don't have to come to the phase. Even if the phase is full, you can just accept my invitation. So we have room for 2 more people if you guys want to join. Oh, actually, maybe just 1. I guess we're going to play some low-level missions. I guess we'll have to start. Let's start again at the beginning. Let's start with conduct. If you're wondering why I'm going back to tier 1, we have a couple of people who are, well, actually, yeah, we have two people who are like 108 and 152. So no choice, no choice. You don't have to turn anything on, static. When I send you the invitation, all you have to say click is okay, and you join the group. I don't know what you're doing so that it doesn't work, but
The Sharuta marketplace, once the center of life, is now overrun by death. These were all once proud Kandaki soldiers. You must plug the aqueducts to stop the waters flowing from the Lazarus pit and bring these souls peace.
So here we have to protect the rock. Static, I'll try to tell you a bit how to get group invitation a bit later. Right now we're a bit busy for that. Thank you, bad plays, DCUO. Oh yeah, there's someone who I'll probably show that a bit later in the video. There are some issues with some of the bases. I have one of my base where one of the walls is a bit funky. I'll probably show that at the end of the video. I did that with the ancient lair. I'm not sure if they did that with other lairs. I didn't check. But in the ancient lair, there's one of the walls that is all, let's say, funky. Yeah, people used to hate this mission because of the rock thing. Yeah, you have to protect the rocks. And it's a bit easier than it once was. Way back when we had, what people would do is that they would pile stuff in front of the rocks to try to protect them from enemy NPCs. But now it seems to be not as bad as it once was, or maybe people are just, they know what to do and they're being a bit more careful. That's quite possible, I suppose. You have to be a bit careful. You have to try not to destroy the rock. There's some abilities that could affect the rocks. So ideally, you try not to use those abilities. Oh, Bad Place DCUO says he has 23 subs. I remember the days when I had that many subs, or even less than that. It was early on. Every new subscriber was a struggle. It required a lot of work, a lot of videos, and early on, the subscribers would come in very, very slowly. Now, in retrospect, I can't really blame people. The quality of my videos wasn't quite there just yet. Even just my daily, like I hadn't found my voice just yet, and it's a bit humbling when I go back and watch some of my older videos. But after a while, I did find my voice. I was able to find. Also, if you guys are trying to start a YouTube channel, and you're stopping yourself because you want everything to be perfect, don't overthink it. Just do it. As our friend Shia would say, just do it. Because it's not going to be perfect anyway. Like and you're going to build it as you go along. Like even just the name of my channel took me a month before I started calling it the channel. I think I called it Heroes, just to get started. And then later on, I thought of the multiverse. I got the idea from a discussion on the forums. So, but it took me about a month to get the name of the channel. And the same for the tagline. Hello, heroes and villains. Seems simple enough, but took me years and years before it occurred to me. At the time, some people people had been suggesting for a long time that I should find something to call my viewers. And at the time, I didn't know. And sometimes people would suggest something like the planets. Like we have Angry Joe as the Angry Army. Erod, the Blockbuster Buster, has the Legion of Badassitude. At some point, some of you guys were suggesting that I should call you guys the planets because of the multiverse. Obviously, we didn't go that route. But then one morning, it just occurred to me, some of you guys are heroes, some of you guys are villains. Hello, heroes and villains. And now even the devs are using my line. Can you believe it?
Your war ends here, infidels. For you face an enemy who has cheated death itself. Die!
Tayson says, what do we do to get the Superman outfit? Right now, you can get the Superman emblem from the Superman Day event. Although at this point, you have to buy out the event. Sadly, we can no longer play the event, so you have no choice. You have to purchase the emblem from the event, and for the rest, it's just get a slimline, get the new Genesis pants, get some boots. There's a couple of capes you can purchase from the Watchtower or the House of Legends. I have a couple of videos about how to create Superman. If you're searching my videos, you'll find. I'll make a new video for the emblem probably this weekend.
The tainted waters are concentrated in several wells in the city. Block these wells.
Bad Place says I want to go live just like you. Go ahead. I know it's a bit can probably be a bit scary at first, but you'll get there. I was a bit fortunate because I started making videos live way back when. With a PlayStation, you could only make videos that were like 15 minutes long. So what I would do is that if I had a video that was going to be less than 15 minutes, then I would do it I would record it with PlayStation. But if I had a video that needed to be more than 15 minutes, then I would do it live on Twitch. At the time, you could not go live on YouTube. You had to go live on Twitch. And then I would transfer the video live from Twitch to YouTube.
What have you done to this glorious city?
And that's how I started making videos. So it was a big help because when the time came to do an actual live stream, I've done so many lives, so many video lives at that point that I know that again it can be intimidating. But seeing how I'd made already hundreds of videos live at that point, doing an actual live stream was no problem. And recently, there's that girl from Australia who started doing live stream. Like at first, she was a bit intimidated by the whole thing, but then she started doing it, and now she loves it. So don't worry about it. Just do your live stream, and you'll get there. And also, like the things that I did not expect was like the interaction with you guys. That was pretty awesome. Also, the suggestion from you guys. Very often, you'll see YouTubers who think we're scared of running out of ideas or stuff like that. But with you guys, that's impossible because you guys will always have suggestions about videos. Some of you guys will ask videos about certain loadouts. Some of you guys will ask videos about certain styles. Some of you guys will ask videos about whatever. So video ideas come from you guys as well.
Nobody gives me a kick in the arse like you do. That's how come we're so tight.
The flow from
Let's see if I can
cursed
consume a thing or
Lazarus
two.
pit has slowed. Now you must enter Black Adam's palace and face his madness. He has learned from Faust's earlier betrayals and surrounds himself with occult protection. The doors will not open until you defeat his gatekeeper. Place the heart of Anubis in the chalice to summon him. I wish you luck.
Oh, here we have to protect the guy who carries the rock. So you'll see swarm of evil undead who will come to try to stop him.
You shall pay for this.
I guess we don't have too many. So for the person who was asking about Tazin was asking about the Superman outfit. So if you come here, you go to reward claim, you'll see a marquee Superman Day event. So here I can reclaim all, but if you did not reclaim all, if you did not play the event, you could simply just purchase the emblem from here. Now you convinced me, Tazin. I have to make a video about it. Sadly, so many videos to make, so little time.
You will never defeat me. You shall pay for this. You will never defeat me. You dare to question the will of Black Adam? You will pay for your insolence with your lives. Oh, sweet death, give me your strength. Let the very sands of the Kandaki Desert show your power.
We did that raid some time ago, but it's not a raid we do all that often. At this point, there's all the raids, and there are some raids that we don't. We didn't play a lot in recent years. I mean.
Never defeat me.
I have to admit, Constantine seems to be very useful against when there's swarms of enemies. You can keep them at bay, especially from your healer. Like if you want to make sure your healer doesn't get overrun by evil mobs, Constantine seems to be a good option for that.
Never defeat me.
If you're hearing some noise, it's my little doggo behind me. Sometimes he grunts like a little piglet.
Oh, sweet death, give me your strength. Let the very sands of the Kandaki Desert show your power.
The doors are open. You must beware. Black Adam holds Faust, Captain Marvel, and many others captive to fuel his desperate quest to raise Isis. He will destroy anyone who interferes with her resurrection. The will of Black Adam.
If you played the Sins of Black Adam DLC, surely you remember this map. It's always a bit strange once you get used to the new map. When you go back to the older map, it's a bit weird.
Come for you.
More! More! Give me your soul! Care for a bargain?
Weapon a go.
I'll cleave you in two. Brush off the grave dirt and hit them.
If you had the power to grow like our friend Black Adam just did. Static Shock, the group is full, so I can't invite you anyway. No, we don't. The group is full.
No, no! The waters have been tainted! The spell's corrupted! Black Adam, hear me. This is no treachery of mine.
Silence, foul leech. Live with the terrible knowledge that I shall destroy you slowly. Come, my beloved. Let the dead destroy the living. Come with me.
Yeah, I probably had to auto decline. Too late. Either way, we're going to stop here anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'd say my work here is done.
Well, well. I may have use for you.
Thanks for the save. That was a neat trick.
Let's give a bow to everyone. People did good.
After all the harm he has done.
Let's show you the score for people like that kind of stuff.
Instead of regaining the wife he loved, he has created a monster. We must be ready to face Black Adam's rage when once again the world stands against him. For now, you have destroyed the tainted Lazarus pit. Perhaps finally, the people of Kahndaq can heal.
So as you may have noticed, they've reused this map for the Sins of Black Adam DLC. And it was a pretty big map. When we go play some of the older content, we can tell that way back when some of the maps were... oh yeah, the open world. Yeah, okay, let's go play the open world and we'll call it quits afterwards. So let's go to Kaznia. Oh, my controller is dying on me. I've pretty much already played the missions here, but I'm sure some people would like to play them. Decisions. Grundy or... let's start with Neron and we'll do Grundy afterwards. So let's wait for everyone here. So right now we're in phase 6. So if you guys want to come and join us in phase 6, there's not much room left, but there's a few. There should be room for a few people. Oh, I guess someone decided to get this party started.
Awful discards. I would tell you to go to hell, but you're already there. I'll obliterate your squirming, screaming soul.
Rishon says I was back. Back multiverse. I was left helping out my aunt. That's all right. We're playing. We're fighting some of the bounties in the open world right now. If you want, and we'll probably call it quits afterwards. Oh, let's move away.
I would tell you to go to hell, but you're already there. I'll obliterate your squirming, screaming soul. Where you need me.
Magic's a nasty game.
Lots of effects with Neron. You have to be a bit careful.
To go to hell, but you're already there.
Very easy to be distracted and to miss out the flames under your feet or stuff like that. Like this. Sorry, Curtis. I don't really look at bases for a whole bunch of reasons. But there's a Shadow Lady, that girl from Australia, who seems to love doing that. There's also, what's her name, a Chica, who does that as well.
Tell you to go to hell.
So these would really be the best people to ask for.
Obliterate your squirming, screaming soul.
I'll track you down to hell with me.
I would tell you to go to hell, but you're already there. I'll obliterate your squirming, screaming soul.
And if you're wondering how come some people already have the Constantine ally, they just bought the reward for the event. It's that simple.
I am the voice in your head that leads you astray. I would tell you to go to hell, but you're already there. I'll obliterate your squirming, screaming soul.
That was good enough to get a feat. Now let's go fight the evil Solomon Grundy. Did I? Oh, there it is. Oh. Someone got the party started.
Alright, point me at the blokes. Trick for you, mate.
Grundy's a tough fella. There's a whole bunch of us, and it's going down fairly slowly.
Head back! Take this!
Next time, try blocking.
You will be undone. You're in for a right
Did you forget to improve your skills?
Reggie, head back!
Too many trees. Ah, we'll get there.
Let's take out these hostiles.
Alright, let's give everyone a little bow. And before we go, let's go to another character. Oh, bad plays DCUO just got the 31st century Slimline pack. Congrats. I forget which character it was. Let's go to. I think it was this one. So last I was here, there was a really weird bug over here. Ah, there it is. So there's something really strange going on with the wall over here. I don't know if it does that with all the layers, but it does that with the ancient layer. I have another character that uses the ancient layer. Let's see if it'll do the same thing. Let's go see our friend Sandwalker. Yeah, does the same thing. It's a bit of a funky effect. Let's try another layer. Oh, Brendan Joel says, I have over 400 source marks. I don't know what to buy. You can buy anything you want. Let's go to our layer. I have the cave layer. Let's see if we have a similar issue here. I guess not. So it seems to be really the ancient layer that has that issue. Let's go check. I have the penthouse also with this character or another character. Let's go to the penthouse. I'm not going to try all the layers, but let's take a look at this one. This one is fine too. So far it seems to be really only the ancient layer. Does it happen also in other layer, guys, or just does it just happen in the ancient layer for you guys? Jermaine says, wait, why does DCUO look great? Because it's the best game that ever existed. Ever in the world. Okay, yeah, it seems to be really the ancient layer so far. So be warned, if you were planning to purchase the ancient layer, there seems to be an issue with the layer right now. Uh, when are they going to fix it? I have no idea. And does it do that with other layers? So far, I haven't seen any other layers that does that. It only seems to be the ancient layer. Let's get out of here. I guess I could check the Brainiac layer. Brendan says, I don't know why, but it's hard to find something cool to buy now. I don't know. There's plenty of cool stuff you could buy. It really seems to be only the ancient layer. So there we go, guys. So I think we need to stop it here. So next month, well, next week we're starting a new pattern for the PvP videos. So basically from now on, Sunday will be Legends PvP, and Wednesday will be Checkmate Arena PvP. So Wednesday will be the official Checkmate day. Sunday will be the official Legends day. It was a bit confusing for people to have only like the last Sunday and the last Wednesday of the month for Legends PvP. So from now on, we're going to get Sunday will be for Legends PvP, and Wednesday will be for Arena PvP. And it's always going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So right now, all the lives will be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That way, it keeps things a bit more simple. Aesthetic Shock, I got a question. How do you turn on your taskbar in game where your powers are? How do you turn it on? Well, there is an option to be able to turn it invisible if that's what you're asking. If you go to your settings, into your UI, so there's a thing called enable chat fading. That's what I have. So it's on. So when I don't move, when I don't do anything, let's not do anything, the taskbar will disappear. The chat will disappear also. But when somebody sends a chat or when I use an ability, then everything will reappear. So you can see here the taskbar disappeared. It takes a I don't know 15 seconds, and then it disappears, and it only reappears when I try to use it. Except for the chat box. The chat box disappears, but I can make it reappear this way. Or as soon as someone posts something in the chat, it does reappear as well. So that's pretty much that simple. So it's part of the settings. If you experiment a bit with the options in the settings, you'll see a whole bunch of fun stuff like that. So here there's the chat fading, the ability tray fading. You could also put it invisible all the time, so hide the UI during gameplay. So you could decide to quite simply hide it. That is if you remember exactly where everything is and where your bar is. The thing though is that if you hide it, you're not going to see the cooldown of your abilities. So it's hiding it is useful if you want to make a video or screenshots. But for gameplay, you kind of still need to see it so that you can see the cooldown of your abilities. So that's going to be it for now, guys. So Sunday we will play Legends PvP at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next week we will be back again for live at 5. Again, next week Shadow Lady will not be with us as well. So we'll be sad, but we'll survive. She'll come back in 2 weeks. So guys, thanks to everyone who came to play with us. Thanks to everyone who came to chat with us. And thanks to all of you guys who are watching. You guys are awesome. And have a good weekend. Bye-bye, guys.